Hello, I'm Noel from Boxtail Soup Theatre Company, and before I do anything else I need to apologise. It's been quite a while since we uploaded our last video, so very sorry about that. I think it was just after our trip to Malta, so it would have been around the beginning of December. I know we said in one of the previous vlogs that we wouldn't be uploading as regularly, certainly not every week, but we had no intention of leaving it quite as long as we have. We have been very busy. So in December we were doing shows at the Exchange in Twickenham, and then at the stables in Milton Keynes all the way up to Christmas. And then in January we were back on board the Queen Mary 2 for Cunard. So we joined them in Tenerife, and then we were on the voyage all the way down the coast of Africa to Namibia, performing Gulliver on board the ship, and also doing some workshops and ghost story evenings. So that was all an amazing experience. What we're going to show you now is a video that we've gathered from all of that, so just to give you a sense of what we've been up to since we last uploaded. So some from the Christmas shows, some from the Queen Mary 2. So you can have a look and get a sense of what we've been doing.
Look! I think this house is made of gingerbread.
And the roof is made of cake.
It is gingerbread, and it tastes delicious.
Hansel, I'm not sure you should be doing that. What if somebody lives there?
Who would live in a gingerbread house? And anyway, I'm so hungry, I'll just eat this little bit.
Maybe just one tiny piece.
Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who is nibbling at my house?
What was that?
I think it came from inside. Let's go and see.
Marley was dead, to begin with. There's no doubt whatever about that. Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. Mind, I don't know what there is particularly dead about a doornail. I might be inclined myself to regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade. Nonetheless, permit me to repeat emphatically, Marley was as dead as a doornail. This must be distinctly understood, for nothing wonderful can come of this story. Scrooge and Marley were partners for many years. Scrooge never painted out on Marley's name. There it stood, years afterwards above the counting house door. Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge, Scrooge, and sometimes Marley.
But he answered to both.
It was all the same to him. So we're here at the stables in Milton Keynes, and we did all of the get-in, tech, setup and all that stuff yesterday, and we had our first show yesterday afternoon, which was very lovely. It's a really nice space, lovely venue, everybody's been absolutely great, all the staff, everybody's been brilliant, and the audience were lovely as well. So now we're in our dressing room. You can see Antonia's just getting ready back there, and we're basically 15 minutes away from our second show. So we've got one now at 11 and then 2 o'clock today, and then we carry on doing that for the next few days right up until the 23rd of December. Friday morning, and we're back here in the stables ready to perform our first show of the day. Antonia's just down there sorting out the lights that go into the little trees on stage. And otherwise, everything else is pretty much ready, because obviously we've been able to leave everything set up on stage. So really, when we come in the morning, we only have a few bits and pieces to get ready in order to perform the show. So we're going to go maybe have a cup of tea, get ourselves changed, and then we'll be ready for the 11 o'clock.
I'll just have to wait a little longer, I think. See if they turn up.
Snow falls and bells are ringing, smiles grow and spirits climb. When you hear our Christmas singing, then you know it's Christmas time. We love Christmas, we love reindeer, gingerbread and Christmas trees, wishing everyone we meet have a Merry Christmas, please. Oh, I love Christmas. Yes, I love it too.
Hello, you two. Where have you been?
Baking mince pies, of course.
Oh, I see. Well, look. All this lot have turned up.
Wow! Hello, everybody! I think they can do better than that. Hello, everybody! Brilliant.
Well, I don't know where they all came from. I'm stumped.
Well,
Clearly, this isn't working. I'm going to need all of your help to wake Hansel up. After 3, we're all going to shout Hansel as loudly as we can. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Alright, no need to shout. Hello everyone, how's the story going? You know, I had a weird dream that I was in a gingerbread house.
Hansel!
Merry Christmas!
There is a very nice green room here at the stables. Normally the green rooms in places, to be perfectly honest, are a little bit dingy. But this one, although it doesn't have a window, is actually quite cosy. There's Noel on the other sofa. And then round over there, there's a very cool... I'm going to try and pan the camera around. I'm not usually successful at this. But there's a very cool fridge that's got... looks like a Marshall amp. It's because this is actually mostly a music venue. But yeah, it's a very nice place to just come and sit and have a nice chill out between shows. We've had our sandwiches and now we're just having a little rest. We are backstage here at the stables, ready for our very last show here. And in fact, it's our last show of the whole year. So we're excited. We can't quite believe that it's here already.
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been so much
really
fun.
lovely.
We've really had a lovely time here. So we're very much looking forward to the last one. And then I'll be packing up the van and heading on home for a couple of weeks off. Woohoo! So we're back in the studio. We've just unloaded the van into here. So it's jam-packed now with all of the Christmas stuff. At some point in the new year, we're going to have to take all of this and sort it and put it in the store.
Yeah, but it's, what time is it now? It's about
25 past 6?
25 past 6, which considering we had a show at 2 o'clock.
It's pretty good going, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, I
Yeah,
think.
we had a Christmas playlist to get us home and a cup of tea in the car and a mince pie, actually, that we were given by the venue. And so, yeah, it's all been a very lovely week.
Yeah, it has, yeah. But now we're going to have a break for Christmas.
Yes, happy Christmas, everybody! We are in our cabin on board the Queen Mary 2. It's our first night on board, and we got up very early this morning, as you would have seen from the previous story, maybe 3:30 it was. Yeah, so we've been up for a very long time, but we thought we'd start the voyage on here off in style. So we are dressed up and ready to go out to the posh restaurant this evening. I've got no internet at the moment, so I'll be posting this story hopefully tomorrow when we've got that sorted out. But I thought I'd say hello in the meantime.
Hello. So we decided, as it's our first night on the ship, that we'd come to the posher of the restaurants, and we're mainly here for the petit four.
Now here in Illuminations, just getting the trunks all unpacked. So we've got to take out all of the packing peanuts and stuff before we can get to the set. And then we will set the show up, ready for the tech. So we have finished our technical rehearsal, all went well, we're looking forward to the show tomorrow, and we're now got a little bit dressed up to go out for dinner. We're going for a slightly casual, more casual dinner this evening, and then we're going to go and watch a show. We met the singer whose show it is yesterday, went out with them and everything, so we're very much looking forward to that. And now then,
It's very windy outside. On the top deck, it's very windy.
so we are back in our cabin, having done our very first show on board here, and we had a lovely show, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great. We had a really nice show, and then the audience were absolutely lovely.
So lovely.
And when we speak to them briefly afterwards, they obviously really enjoyed it, which is always really nice, just to have some lovely feedback and just
Yeah, people standing up at the end and everything, people telling us we'd blown their minds, which was very nice.
Yeah, well, that's always nice. Yeah.
And now we're going to go and get some afternoon tea. On board here, the dressing room is our cabin, so we are in our cabin having got ready for the show. We're going to head to Illuminations for our second performance in just a minute. So we are dressed up, as you can see, super smart this evening because it is a gala night on board.
Yeah, so that means everybody puts on their fancy gear, and as you can see, I've also broken out the bow tie that Antonia made last year when we were on the cruise because I forgot the bow ties. I liked it so much, I'm not going to wear anything else.
Hooray! So we wanted to prove that we do actually do some work while we're on the ship and not just go to fancy restaurants and eat posh food. We are in one of the little meeting rooms on board here. We're rehearsing for our ghost story evening. We've got our sound going at the moment. That's a crackly fire. There are no actual fires on board the ship, at least I hope not. And once we've finished this, then we will probably go and eat some more food.
Fancy food.
So this is the Quoits report, and because apparently some people care about that sort of thing. I've got 4 points, Mr. Adam Brew has got
10 points.
and over here Antonio's got
11 points.
yeah. So there are no real winners. That's what I take away from this.
For me?
The only real winner is the game of points. Points wins. Yeah.
Woohoo! We have finished. Woohoo!
Cheers.
We had a lovely evening of ghost storytelling this evening. We really enjoyed ourselves actually. It was even more fun than we expected it to be.
Yeah, it was a bit of an unknown quantity, but it went really
It
well.
went really well. We had a lovely big crowd and they all seemed to really enjoy it. And then we just watched a beautiful show by the wonderful Bellissima duo. So it was opera, it was delightful. And now we're having a cocktail. Cheers. It is our last night on board the Queen Mary 2 for this year at least, and it is a gala night, so we're all dressed up all fancy, and we've even got some boxtail masks because tonight is a masquerade theme.
now that we're back from the cruise from the Queen Mary 2, we flew back from Namibia, from Walvis Bay into Cape Town, and then from Cape Town back to London Gatwick. And the trunks have made it, everything came back and arrived at the other end safely, which is always, as usual, is always a big concern. Now the last thing left to do really is to unpack it or unwrap them and just have a little look over everything and make sure everything's made it back safely. So just taking off the tape and the straps that we use to hold on the tarp and to keep everything in place, and then we'll see how it all looks inside. Hopefully with all our packing peanuts and all our bits of packing and sheets of stuff that we wrap around things to try and keep everything safe and keep it from moving about too much when it's being moved around. Hopefully everything will have survived safely and in one piece. So there you go, that's what we've been up to. As you can see, we have been pretty busy and it's taken us a little bit of a while to catch up. And we've also been doing a lot of talking and a lot of planning about what comes next for Boxtail Soup. So there's a lot of exciting things in store for 2024 and into 2025 as well. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already spotted, we've also just put up a little teaser trailer for our Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which is back out on tour over the next couple of months for spring, alongside Casting the Runes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully it won't be quite as long.